All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live here on this Friday morning, the morning edition of Giant Sports Talk Live. Yesterday, no Giants game to talk about, so there will be no recap about what happened yesterday. Yesterday's show, though, we did talk about some Giants news. So we broke down a little bit what Farhan said on KMBR there on Total and Coops. We had some fun with that, talking about some of the absurdity that was mentioned during those interviews. We watched a little bit of the Padres and Dodgers until it started getting a little bit out of hand. But yeah, there was not a whole lot to talk about because there was no Giants baseball. Just got into some baseball news, and that's what yesterday's show was all about. Today, the Giants will start their last series of the 2024 season as they take on the St. Louis Cardinals. Tonight, 7:15 p.m. start time. It's going to make it a little bit later for Giant Sports Talk Live tonight. Probably won't go on till 9:45, 10 o'clock, depending on how long the game goes. But let's take a look at the rest of the league. A lot of exciting games going to start taking place today. This is going to be some good stuff here. First game, 11:20 a.m. Cincinnati Reds will take on the Chicago Cubs. Undecided for the Reds. Jameson Taillon going for the Cubs. I'm not going to really focus on the games that really don't matter because here we are in the last series for the season for everybody. Chicago White Sox will be going to Detroit. That's good news for Detroit because they only have to win one more game. They secure a spot in the wild card. Good for them. It won't be easy. Got Garrett Crochet going for the White Sox. Undecided for the Detroit Tigers. Again, all they have to do is win one. Can the Chicago White Sox play spoiler? I don't know. I think Detroit, they're playing some really good baseball. I mean, I don't see any reason why Detroit can't get that win. At least one of those win in this series. They'll probably get a series win, if anything. Philadelphia will take on the Washington Nationals. Really doesn't matter. You got Ranger Suarez going for the Phillies. Trevor Williams for the Nationals. Pittsburgh at New York. Jared Jones will be going for the Pirates. Farmer Giant Carlos Rodon will go for the Yankees. And if you want to watch that one, you can catch it on ESPN+. That's going to be an afternoon game. Miami at Toronto. Again, really doesn't matter. Got Adam Aller going for the Marlins. Jose Barrios will take the ball for Toronto Blue Jays. Houston at Cleveland. That'll actually be a decent series. Granted, both of them have already clinched their respective divisions. Speaking of which, I forgot to mention New York clinched yesterday with their win. Also, you got the back here to the Houston and Cleveland game. Again, both of them clinched divisions. Be a fun game, though, I guess. Ronel Blanco going for the Astros. Joey Cantillo going for the Cleveland Guardians. Again, they've really got nothing to play for because they've already secured their spot in the playoffs. Tampa Bay at Boston. You got Taj Bradley going against Nick Pivetta. Both of those teams are out of it. Kansas City going up against Atlanta. That's going to be a great game. Again, Kansas City. Or is it Kansas? You know what? Is it Kansas City or Detroit? I can't remember offhand. I thought it was Detroit only has to win one. Might be Kansas City. But again, they're going up against a much tougher team than what Detroit is going. They're going to go against the Atlanta Braves. And Atlanta has to win, right? They're only, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're one game out of the third wild card. Brady Singer will be going for the Royals. Max Fried will be taking the mound for the Atlanta Braves. In Atlanta, after Georgia got walloped with that hurricane last night, I'm guessing they still should be able to get that game. Atlanta kind of avoided that the brunt of that hurricane, but they may still have some after effects of the bands that came through the city. But more to come on what happens with that. But it's going to be a good series. Baltimore at Minnesota. Minnesota's pretty much done. I think they're 3 games out. Baltimore. Cade Povich will be going for the Orioles. Pablo Lopez going for Minnesota Twins. The Dodgers will be going up against Colorado. They all but secured their the NL West. I'm pretty sure that will be taken care of while they play Colorado at Colorado. Undecided going for Los Angeles. Cal Contrill going for the Rockies. Mets going up against the Milwaukee Brewers. It's going to be an important game for Mets. They're sending Sean Manaea to the mound, going up against Frankie Montas with the Brewers. Again, Mets, Arizona, and the Braves are all right in the thick of things right now as far as who will secure the second and third spot of the wild card for the NL. Rangers against the Angels, the Grum going against Detmers. San Diego facing off against Arizona. Again, another key matchup. Both of those guys battling for that second and third wild card spot. Heck, maybe even the first could be in play, depending how well or bad San Diego plays. They've been playing some really good baseball. It was tough against the Dodgers. They couldn't quite do it against the Dodgers, but let's see what kind of success they have against the Diamondbacks. Got Yu Darvish going for San Diego, Merrill Kelly going for Arizona. Again, both of them, they're kind of they can't really rest on the laurels. They got to play some really good ball to finish out the season before they get to that wild card matchups for the playoffs. And in Oakland, we'll be in Seattle. JP Sears going against Seattle, undecided. And then, of course, the late game being St. Louis Cardinals going up against the San Francisco Giants. You got Miles Mikolas going against Landon Roop. Landon Roop's been doing pretty good for his last couple of outings. We'll see how he does for the Giants. Again, this is the last series of the season. There will be no more Giants baseball after Sunday. All right, here we go. Wild card. Baltimore Orioles, again, got the first. Royals and Tigers tied for that second. We'll see who gets the second, who gets the third. See, Minnesota, 3 games out. I think this is where it's going to be right here, unless something crazy happens. You never know. It is baseball. Never know what may happen. But I think these are your 3 teams who are going to be in the American League wild card. National League is not so clear. You got the Padres at the number 1. Mets and the Diamondbacks are tied with the Braves only 1 game behind. Again, New York is playing against the Brewers, so it won't be easy. You got San Diego playing the Diamondbacks. That could be a factor on where these teams wind up in the wild card or who maybe even get knocked out. And in the Braves, again, they're only 1 game out of that third wild card. So it's going to be exciting to watch how these next 3 games turn out, to who will determine who goes to the playoffs and who doesn't. Again, exciting baseball already, and we're not even into the playoffs yet. Again, like I said at the top of the show, it's going to be a late game start, I should say, because it's 7:15 start. It'll be a late post game. So, again, join us on Giant Sports Talk Live. Be on around 9:45, 10 o'clock. Again, barring any kind of extended play going on in San Francisco. I don't know. I don't see that happening. But heck, you never know. Maybe there's some long innings in that game and it prolongs it, but it shouldn't. We should be, again, 9:45, 10 o'clock. And we'll keep an eye on some of these other games that's going on in the NL. I mean, that's going to be important to keep an eye on what's going on, especially also in the American League. there could be some stuff going on there, but we're going to keep our eye on the National League. And then this is it, man. Last series. There's going to be no more post games as far as Giants is concerned. We'll be transitioning into playoff baseball post games. That should be exciting. Playoff baseball, it doesn't get better than that. So it's going to be fun covering these teams who do make it into playoffs. So again, join myself and Glenn tonight for Giant Sports Talk Live. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you tonight. See ya.